everybody, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Always greatly appreciate that. Got a fantastic shave on tap for today. This one feeling very high-end, fantastic ingredients and beautiful scent profile. Before we delve into this set of deliciousness, of course, I'd like to give you a little sneak peek. We are working with Envy from Savon Mystere, and this is out of Greece. Do the deep dive on that momentarily. If you don't know how we do here, deep dive on soap and splash. First and foremost, we do a one passer, shave everything but the goatee, shamalama out the door, and we start with the tools of the trade. So welcome, ladies and gents. Let's get to it. We're going to top this one off again because I think this is a really just a beautiful set, and I think it requires running this beauty. This is a Gillette 1962 Slim Adjustable. This is in a 24 karat finish, all revamped by Razor Emporium. And Maron, look at the polish in there. Just an absolute beauty. Probably one of my favorite razors of all. I really do love this guy. I run it on the number 2. Got a couple of days growth going on here, probably about 2 days, so the level 2 will be just fine for what I'm looking for. Seated in this gem is going to be the Bolzano, probably my favorite blade of all time, and we'll give this guy the lockup. Best lockup in the world. That is just, that torque on that one, especially on this particular one, this adjustable, is just heavenly. It's just perfect. Here's the Bolzanos, in case you're not familiar with those. Boom, boom. Everybody here probably knows that I absolutely love them. Down below, again, just trying to go with what we got going on today and themes. You know, I kind of like to do the little matchy if I can. We're going to go with the St. James of London. These are all handmade in Italy. Wonderful badger brush. This guy yields a great shave. Love the color kind of setup. Being that we're working with an oud and it's kind of tobacco-y, so love the look on that guy. He is seated down here, just kind of keeping warm in the Honeycomb bowl. So we'll run this as well. But most important, let's hold on. Got to keep those guys just staying nice and warm. Boom. Let's get to the star of the show. So truly psyched to have this in. I've been looking at this and I've just been, really just enamored by it. First and foremost, look at that gorgeous label. I mean, that is an absolute work of art. Fantastic series coming from Savon, and this is really their elite series. So this is based off the 7 Deadly Sins, this one being Envy. And this here, Envy, is basically inspired by Oud for Greatness. And if any of you are familiar with that, it's a wonderful scent. Beautiful cologne. It's quite powerful though. So the nice thing, and when I saw that, I was just like, ooh, I wonder if this thing's going to be like a real kind of hit in the face, because the cologne can be. To some, others may not think so. To me, this one is subdued and it's beautiful. But we'll get to scents and all that stuff shortly. So again, here we go. Beautiful. The label's absolutely fantastic. The ingredients are really going to bake your noodle, and we'll delve into that. First and foremost, the set goes for around $63 and change. You can find it usually at the Razor Company. I don't know if they have any in stock at the present time we're doing this, but they do carry a lot of the Savon products, so take a look over there or elsewhere, but that would be a good place to start. So ingredients, and I'll give you the little list here, but let's run this down. So we've got cocoa butter, beef tallow, aloe vera juice, glycerin, coconut oil, avocado oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, one of my favorites, donkey milk. Love it. Hemp oil, shea butter, mango seed butter, raw honey, wonderful. Cow clay, yes, and Tusa silk. That is fantastic. And, you know, the donkey milk especially, because that's a real premium ingredient. It's quite expensive, as some of the other ingredients in here as well. But for me, every time I've ever utilized a soap that has donkey milk in it specifically, it's just phenomenal. It just does something to the lather. The texture that it brings, and I hope we find that in here as well, is just so, it's a whole different texture. and I absolutely love it. For me, it's just one of my favorite ingredients to see. So the Envy series, based off the seven deadly sins, I just think is fantastic. What a cool thing to play off of. So obviously there'll be 7 soaps in the Elite series, and just beautiful. I mean, really be envious of this label itself. So very, very cool there. And then we'll do a little bit of a sneak peek on this splash, because the ingredients in here as well are really something to be reckoned with. So you have alcohol, aloe juice, glycerin, coconut oil, and then you have snail secretion filtrate. Let me tell you something, that is a phenomenal ingredient to have in here. I don't think anybody else utilizes it, and that is tremendously excellent for the skin protection, healing, and hydration. It yields other properties as well, but those are kind of just giving you the main. So when I saw that, I'm just like, oh my, who uses that? I mean, you really need to know what you're doing when you're working with those type of properties. And I don't mean as far as in blending, but knowing what they do for the skin and how wonderful and what benefits they yield. So wonderful banter back and forth with the owner of Savon. And most importantly, the coolest thing that stood out to me is just the simple fact of that, like you and I, he is an absolute shaving enthusiast. So for him, and I'll leave him nameless because some people don't want to put their name out there, and that's not for me to do. But for this particular gentleman, that became very abundantly clear that just like you and I, the most important thing was he has to really enjoy the products. They have to yield the benefits that he likes, and he's actually a doctor by profession. Fantastic. And that was like, I was just like, oh man, just awesome. But besides that, the products themselves are just so wonderful and just such a benefit to you and I. So thus far, I love everything that's happening, but this is my first go with this brand and with these products. And they were sent by Savon, so I'm truly appreciative of that as well. So with all of that, I think you get where I'm going. Sounds like a fantastic, I love the background of companies. I really do. I'm not just about finding a soap and shaving with it. I like to know what makes the company tick, why they got into it, and the who's, what, and where's. It's just my jam. So I hope you enjoy it as well. I do try to bring you some of the intel behind this stuff, to make it a little bit more rounded out than just it's a shave soap and shave with it. So that done, because it's very cool though. I do love the backstory. Look at that pour. There's a beauty for you. And I'm telling you, when you open this up, because it's already just slightly emanating from it, it's not pungent, which is wonderful, but it's very, very beautiful. It is truly a sophisticated scent that kind of just comes right out at you. And it draws you right into the tub. I mean, the minute you're here, you just need to go all the way. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So I do like oud. I'm fan of oud for sure. This one happens to be, with the inspiration of oud for greatness. That's a great oud. And you get beautiful, warm, spicy, earthy. Obviously, you get the oud. There's no two ways about that. And just a lovely blend of like a sweet tobacco. So it's a really gorgeous, woody, spicy, sweet, oudy, tobacco-y, just tub of gorgeousness. I love it. It's just fantastic. So let's get this in the tub and let's get this going. I'm pretty good out of the shower, probably maybe 15 minutes. Couple of days growth, like I stated. So let's do it. I think I gave you all the ins and outs on just how amazing I think the company and the products are. So let's see how they perform. All right, let's go for texture. Very nice. Full on croupy, almost a cream. I mean, man, that's very close to being a cream. That is just gorgeous. Oh, that's lovely. It's lovely. Let me get the water out of here. I don't like to bloom anything. Just me, that's just not my jam. We'll get a nice little smatter tat in here. You know how I do. I do not skimp. I like to go for a ride. And I'll show you momentarily. Always water left in this bowl. So be mindful if you ever use the honeycomb bowl. If you don't like to bloom things or don't like water pooling at the bottom, just be mindful. It does do that quite often. It gets kind of, the water just gets trapped in those honeycombs. I always just kind of dump it out. I like to create my own base and get my own lathers going. Remnants into the brush, into this beautiful little St. James of London. Gorgeous though. The label alone just had me at hello. That is just striking. So cool. All right, let's do it. Let's see how this base kicks off. Oh, I'm sorry. There's the Smatic Tac Tac. Almost forgot to show you. So let's get this going. We'll work it nice and slowly. Oh, wow, it's punching up already. Oh, man. You know, the oud, sweet, tobacco-y, oh, it's just wonderful. Good Lord. This is just, man, this is fall personified. I mean, for me, that's just, I mean, you could do this year round. I mean, no doubt about it. But to me, it's very striking for fall. It's just, it gives you that warm, cozy feeling, boy, for sure. Fire up the fireplace and break out the pipe, man. This is just oh, wow. Wow. That is creamy. Look at that. See, there's when I tell you in that donkey milk with the tallows and everything else in here, there's something about it that every time I can almost spot it a mile away. That donkey milk just brings in this particular depth of creaminess to it that is like nothing else. And it's just one of those ones, if you've worked with it, if you know it, you've used it, if you start to use it, you'll spot it. You'll know. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, look at the depth on that. That is just, oh my God. It's so good. It's so wonderfully saponified, and the scent mixture, the scent profile and how it was blended, perfect. Just perfect. Just absolutely perfect. That is a great oud. Great. Let me wet the face and let's do this. I don't see any reason to delay this at all. I just knocked my other razors around. So the Elite line, like I was saying, with the 7 deadly sins, I think that's super cool. Oh my God. Wonderful play there. Just absolutely outstanding. And I would tell you, oh man, that is a beautiful scent. Oh, I think it's the sweetness, that little bit of sweet tobacco oud that's just killing me, man. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Oh man, this is, I'm not surprised at all. Oh man. And this little St. James of London brush, in case if anybody looking for just a nice, simple, handmade Italian brush, they do great work. Oh my. Man, wonderful. Look, now this has got depth. This, when you put this on, you're feeling all of that creamy texture big time. I mean, it is just, look at that. That is luxurious. We are hit into the realm of decadent, not only in the scent profile, but definitely in this lather. That is truly a decadent base. The scent is mind-numbing. It's just beautiful. Look at this profile. Scusi. Look at that. That is just wonderful. Oh, look at that creamy. This right here, you've heard me say it before, and if you haven't, it's that spackle. It's that gorgeous, just pure luxury just being coated on, and you literally, and I apologize, I know I'm kind of running this one, but you find yourself just not wanting to stop lathering this on. It's gorgeous. This is like, it feels like velvet. It really does. And I don't think I've ever stated that before. This feels velvety smooth. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Killer scent, killer lather. Let's look at that. Just Man, this guy's going on the favorites. This guy is heading over to the favorite shelf. Full to the show. Let me heat my blade up. Wow. Just wow. I mean, I'm really, I'm just taken aback. It's gorgeous. Let's see how we do shave and residual slickness. I'm sure the cushion and everything else is more than ample. I've been peeping these products for a while now, and I've just been too busy. So happy to have made contact and been chatting with the owner. Oh, just creamy, cream. Not a massive amount of residual slickness. So you'll get a creamy texture that starts to, you'll be able to do all your residual cleanups. But with this type of base, you're not going to get the slickety slick. So, but you have your plenty of residual slickness there to do all of your cleanups. But it's a very creamy texture left behind, which feels wonderful on the skin. But not like an over amount of, oh my God, this razor is just so efficient. But not an over amount of residual. And man, if you like earthy, tobacco, oud, sweet, I'm telling you, you will fall in love. You will be falling in love with this scent. It is definitely, the name is perfect for it. Because other ouds should be envious. That's just my opinion. Oh, Maron. Yeah, it's wonderful. Nice and creamy. Very creamy. It's very, very pleasant. And as you can see, I mean, I could go back and do whatever. I could sit here for a hot minute or two and do everything I need to do. So trifecta complete. God almighty. It's a very subtle. That's the other thing I want to point out, because again, just to reiterate, because ouds can be very overpowering. This is very subtle. It's very wonderfully designed. Truly. What a wonderful shave. This guy, man, oh man, I'm so glad I have this. I like to break it out for special shaves. It's just one of those guys that, but boy, oh boy, it really, Razor Emporium, whew, so good at what they do. Oh, I nicked myself there. I think I actually have it on. I'll have to double check. I don't know if I hit 2 or number 3. That's all right. Perils of talking and shaving. Not the first, and will not be the last. That much I can tell you. It happens. All right, let's move some of this gorgeousness around and see what we got happening. Oh, that is a wonderful feel. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the depth in there. It is so creamy and slick. Man, I love this base. Really, really nice base. Very well done. Man, I'm telling you, woof, that donkey milk, it's just, I love it. I mean, it's not just that on its own. That doesn't make any sense, obviously. It's all everything else and how it's saponified as well. But beautifully, it's a beautiful additive to this base. And I do always find I get that really cleaned up very nice. Okay, I won't bore you. But look at how much. This is just off the goatee. And I mean, I literally just created a second lather. I could do a complete second pass just off of what I had in my goatee. That's just amazing. Amazing. Fantastic. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful base. Just for poops and giggles. All right. I tell you, this is one of you want a 2-3 pass this bad boy. I mean, it's so wonderful. Let me clean up. All right. Let's get to that Lancaster Razor Works. Love what he does. Oh, wow. Beautiful Sunday shave. It's a nice Sunday morning for me. And this is really, boy, a lot of soap there. Really just sealed the morning. Whew, wow. Nice cappuccino after this, and whew, get ready for some football. All right, let's do it. I'm super pumped to try this splash. I don't think I even, oh, I did crack it. Okay, let's give it a nice shake. Always give these a nice shake. You know that. If you don't, give it a nice shake. Now you know. So, love the ingredients in here. Oh, again, really great profile, matching the soap really, really well, and not overpowering, which is I really like. Sometimes the splashes can be just amped up too much, and they just take what you already had going on. For me, just they can just push the needle too far. This is very subtle in its background, and let's see what that. There we go. I like to get a nice smattering. Nice burn. Nothing crazy, but nice burn. Gorgeous feel. Oh man, very, very nice texture. Post shave, those ingredients along with the splash have left a very, first of all, the shave's fantastic. That razor is just phenomenal with that Bolzano, man. Those two are marriage made in heaven. It's a very wonderful, creamy texture left behind. I feel almost like you utilized a bomb. Say that 7 times. So fantastic. 7 deadly sins. I am guilty of envy for sure. Wonderful, wonderful shave. One and done, done and dusted. Savon Mystere. Beautiful execution in the process of both your soap and your splash. So kudos, job well done. I am definitely going to be picking up more of this line. This is like feels like almost like an abate addiction for me. So more to come. Ladies and gents, have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed the shave as much as I did. Take care. Have a wonderful day.